Hey, yo, damn, we starting off with a blurry cam today. That's crazy. There we go. What's good? What's good? Hair looking crazy as usual. You know how we do. You know how it is. How y'all doing today? What's happening? What's going on? I see Mac was in here for a second. He said speed up the count. 4 minutes is too long. Hey, bro. Hey, man, we got to give it a little countdown. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little time to get prepared, get my mind right. Let me empty my trash real quick. All right. How y'all doing today? What's going on? Y'all see the title? Y'all see the microphone? You feel me? We recording vocals. We learning how to record in Pro Tools today. I'm going kind of pretty much start to finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are going to be some subtle intricacies that we can't fully dive into in 2 hours, but you gonna pretty much know what the fuck going on, you feel me? From this video. You know me, I gotta eat something before the stream start. So I got my little cutie orange right quick. You know, we gonna eat and chat. I feel like this is just what we do. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well just keep doing it. This is what we do, right? So we gonna eat and chat. Excuse me. I'm gonna eat this cutie orange real quick. Mini Sir, what's good? How you doing? What's happening? Appreciate you for coming through. Trying to learn how to record vocals in Pro Tools today? And how was your day doing? I mean, how was your day going? How are you doing? How is your day going? Talk to me, baby. Y'all like cutie oranges? They be hitting. I be getting mine from Trader Joe's. Be slapping. Talk to me, baby. Today we're gonna go through an entire, I'm gonna make a template. I even got somewhat of a slight lesson plan. I'll show it to y'all. Let me switch the camera. Let me go right here and I'll show y'all. So we going over the template. We going over the microphone, mic placement, distance, all kind of stuff, input levels, input and production. So importing the beat, getting your tempo key, recording and punching in, going fast, rough mixing as you go, rough mastering, all that little simple type stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're going through all of that. We're going to get it right. You feel me? Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. We're going to do all of that. You feel me? We're going to talk about what plugins you want to use so that you keep your recording session light and fast. Minister said, oh, this is a long one. Okay, hold on. I will be lurking. It's past my routine, so I need to get my ass to bed. My day was excellent. I went to the studio for the first time. I had no idea what to do, so I just sat on the couch and worked on my laptop in silence. I would love to see the stream recording in my free time, though. I hope you had a good day, and may you have an amazing stream. Thank you so much, Minnie. And yes, I will be uploading this to YouTube immediately after I'm done streaming. Also, I am glad that your day was excellent. That's lit. You went to the studio for the first time. What kind of studio was it? Was it super fancy? Was it nice? Was it cool? Was it a vibe? Was it a homie studio? Was it a home studio? What was it like? You feel me? And you sat on your laptop and worked in silence. Did you make a beat? And what was everybody else doing in the studio? Why aren't you, you know what I'm saying? Next time I need you to get up and be engaged. You know what I'm saying? Get in the mix. No pun intended. We got the fake drum roll. Ha ha ha. You feel me? Next time they need to leave and being like, that guy Minister, man. Minister, he was going crazy. He fired. We got to link up with him. We got to tell him to come back next time. That shit was lit. You feel me? That's what I need next time from you. Oh, okay. That's cool. It had a couch and a 60-inch TV hooked to a Mac Pro. We had a sort of some rain can. I did make some on my couch that, oh my goodness. I did make something on my couch time that will get a vocalist on, so that's a good thing, I suppose. You know what's crazy? Reading in public. That shit crazy sometimes. I need to do that more often. I need to go like volunteer in like a first grade class and read books or something. Or go to church and read Bible scriptures in the pulpit. You feel me? Get myself together. Cause this is crazy. I'm interested in hearing it. Sunday, man, send that if you don't mind. Sunday, you can send that if you want, and we'll check it out. Cause that's cool though. I do need to speak to people. I think we had about 5 people in the studio, and all I think I said was hello and is this couch taken and thank you goodbye. Oh no, Minnie, come on. Definitely got to speak to people, man. Definitely, they got to remember you. But hopefully, you made something fire, and that'll let your work speak for itself. Cause I rock with the quiet confidence. I do that sometimes too. Oftentimes, actually. That's actually pretty much what I always do. But I try to just talk to people and just ask questions. I'm not a people person. When I speak, it does not go my way. What? What do you mean it doesn't go your way? And I think you gotta stop saying. Well, I think maybe try to stop saying that you're not a people person because you can choose to become something different. You can choose to become a people person if you want to. You can learn how to just be better. Like texting is fine, but in person is different. Self-fulfilling prophecy, fam. Memphis Umo was good. Yeah, cause I used to be very well. I People used to always say I was quiet. I wasn't quiet to me. I just didn't want to talk. That's different to me. Quiet is someone who I was. They would say I was shy. I wasn't shy. I just didn't want to talk. I was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I was just cool, and I didn't really have much to say. I was more so observing and learning. But I didn't really care that much. Some on my chair. Weird. Uh, yeah, I didn't have much to say. Like, I want to talk, but the words just don't want to come out of me. So what I did is, this may sound crazy, but I practiced by myself. I would talk to myself, and I would practice talking. Because what I will say is, from not talking for many, many years, at least not talking that much, my people skills and my use of words and things just didn't flow as seamlessly as I thought they should. So I had to practice and get better with that. And do you smoke by chance? Ain't no cap. Yeah, smoking weed could help, but hey, I don't. Never mind. I didn't say nothing. Anyway, do you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I had to practice. I had to practice and I read books and I tried to, just become better. LOL, no, if you do. Oh, ha, that's funny. Hey, I don't know. I don't have nothing. I don't know what to say. No, unfortunately, I do not. Okay, not unfortunately. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes I wish I never started drinking, for sure. I wrestle so I get tested often. Okay, that's what's up. Interesting. Um, yeah, I just say practice and also get outside your comfort zone. Because once you start doing it, your comfort zone will expand. And a lot of the things that were kind of uncomfortable or make you anxious or whatever, or just didn't work out, like when you start talking, but the words don't want to come out, like the more you put yourself in that situation, the better you'll get, the more the words will start coming out. So you kind of just have to do it, but I also would practice in my private time, just practice talking, which I know sounds weird now that I say that out loud, but yeah, I would do that. And I would listen to, it's kind of easy now because you can go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and listen to people speak, but I would listen to like interviews, motivational people, business people, and I would not only try to consume the information that they're giving, but also pay attention to how they speak and what kind of words they use, how they, especially preachers. I always use this example. I used to use this a lot on the music stream, but how preachers speak and how they use their energy with words to convey messages. I would just learn and observe a lot from them. But I know you got to go, so I ain't trying to hold you up too long. But I would try that maybe. You know what I'm saying? And just practice alone. You don't gotta even, go too crazy yet. But yeah, I would just practice speaking alone to yourself. I'm reading a book called How to Talk to Anyone. There we go. That would be helpful. Let me know how that goes. I've never read that book. I feel like I've either heard of that book or heard of that title or heard of a book titled something similar. But let me know how that goes, man. That sounds great. Well, guys, we're 16 minutes in, so we might as well get into it. So, what I'm going to do, also, I sent you the song I made on Discord. Bet! We're going to check that out on Sunday for Showski. Oh, also, I need a beat today because I don't have a beat. I'm going to be the vocalist today, but in the future, we're going to have an actual vocalist come, and I use a Splice vocal, but I'm replacing it. Okay, cool. Ain't nothing wrong with Splice for real. But yeah, in the future, we're going to do like a live recording session kind of thing. But today, just so I can go through things, because sometimes when you got the artists in here, they want to, just record and work. But the beat I made and sent you the other day, if you want, that is. Oh, use the beat I made and sent you the other day? I gotta find it. Would you mind sending that in a general? If you wouldn't mind sending it in a general, and if it's something I can download, that would be perfect. And I'll use it. You know what I'm saying? I can send a link, sure. Betty, thanks, Minnie, sir. Yeah, like I was saying, when we have the artists come in, that's when I'm gonna kind of show y'all how to record fast, and we're gonna show artists relationship and communication type stuff. But while it is indeed downloadable and it's a wave, lit. Let's get it. That is perfecto. But today I'm gonna show y'all, getting levels, and we're gonna just go all the way through it, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, done. Bet. Let me go to Discord right now, and we can make that like that, and then we can slide right there, slide right here. Wait, general. Hey, I would really appreciate if you guys vote for my track. Nope. Let me go right here. Mini sir, there we go. That's you right here. Let me just go ahead and right away, Mini sir. There we go. Dropbox that. And we're gonna visit the site and download that thing. Thank you, man. Thank you. And download. Alright. Put my phone up here like I usually do so I can see the chat. Oh. Alright. Minimize that. And we're going to open up the tools. Wait, why is Pro Tools not down here? Alright, we're going to figure it out. That is strange. Oh, it's because I upgraded Pro Tools. Maybe that's why. That is probably why. All right, so we're going to open up Pro Tools. We're going to start with a blank session. Straight blank. So we're going to go literally from scratch. Like if you was at home and this is your first time recording, making a Pro Tools session / template, we're going to start from scratch. We got a full 2-hour class / course kind of vibe. I already got a blank plate. That's like in my template. So for the settings, right? first thing, you want to do your location. This is what I do, at least. It's on my hard drive, Pro Tools Sessions, LA. We're going to go to me when I was an artist. And this is how I name my folders, too. So let's just go to, I don't know, AVG. Dang, this is, okay, it's a little crazy. Usually it's like Rex. So these are recording sessions. These are mixing sessions. And sometimes I'll have separate mastering sessions. I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore because I usually master the song in the same mix session now. But I used to have separate mastering sessions. So usually it's Rex and mixes. For some of these people, like, these are sessions that they sent me to, like, they sent me either Pro Tools sessions or files or whatever. And I will just have this extra folder. So that's how it usually is. Also, sometimes when I complete a project, so say like in this mixes folder, these are all projects that have been completed. So I'll put all of those mixes in that project folder, and I'll name it P dash the name of that project. And I'll put all of those mix sessions, those folders, in that folder. So, you know, like all of those songs are there, all of these songs are there, blase, blase, blah, right? And you see I got masters here, and yeah. All right, so that's kind of like how I organize things. So I'm going to go to my Rex folder here. We're going to open, and then so settings. I like to do 32-bit float, and I'm still, oh, goodness gracious. Knock the headphones down. I'm still on 44.1, but a lot of people use 48. You know, use whatever you want for real. It's okay to me. 48 is probably the safest, to be honest, but I'll be using 44.1. And we're going to name this Twitch song. And then I like to put the sample rate in the title. So if I have to send this to someone, they know what it is. So this will be the title of the song right here. Or at least whatever. If I don't know the title of the song, I'll usually put the artist name and date. So I would say Swole underscore, it was 3/28/24 underscore, and then I'll have that right there. So we'll just do that because maybe I'll name it something different. And then we'll create. All right. Oh, well, damn, a master fader came up, so we're just going to delete that. All right, so now we got our Pro Tools screen up. So first, before we even do anything, I'll make that a little wider. I like to do a couple things with how my settings look. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to show the sub counter. And I actually want this one to be bars and beats, and I want this one to be minutes and seconds. So if this is bars and beats, this main one, then the timeline, when I put audio in, it's just more aligned with the grid. You know what I'm saying? Like once we actually get audio going and we get like audio tracks and auxes up, it'll make more sense, but it's aligned with the grid. And then I'll go and just right click on any of this like blank space and pull up the things that I want to see on this top bar. So I want the expanded transport. So let's just like turn things off, right? So this is with everything turned off what we got. So what do I want extra? I don't really need the zoom controls up, but I just always have it up for some reason. We need the transport. I need to see this. MIDI controls. I need to see the transport right here so I can know which playback mode and which record mode I'm in. And we're going to get into that. And then I need the MIDI controls up because I like to change my tempo right here on the MIDI controls. And I like to click, this is my metronome right here. So I like to be able to turn off the click track or turn it on. If it's blue, it's on. If it's grayed out, it's off. And quantized controls, don't need. Synchronization controls, don't need. Ableton Link, don't need. Output meters, I like to have those up there. Yukon, don't need. Expanded transport, I usually do have those up just for the pre-roll, post-roll fade in, because sometimes I might make a mistake and hit one of those, and I can hit Command K to clear it. See how they light up? All that is just pre-roll. If I have like, I don't know, a bar pre-roll, it would be up here and it would like be signified or I don't know, shown up here or whatever, right? All right, cool. Let's make some tracks. So, in order to make tracks, you just hit Shift Command N, and we're gonna make a And also, if you hit command and then push the right arrow, left arrow, you can start, changing these so you can do this much faster. So we're going to make a master fader, stereo master fader, and then we're going to make some vocal tracks. So we're going to make some, let's go with 5. Let's go lead, 5 lead tracks, and then we'll do some ad libs, so 5 mono ad lib tracks, ads, and then we'll do some stacks. So let's just keep it simple, go 4 stacks, and then we'll go for backgrounds, let's keep it simple, let's go 8, and then we'll go BGs. There we go. So all the leads on this 5th lead, I'm going to change that to comp, because I'm going to comp vocals right there. And we'll bring my color palette up. I also like to change my nudge value to samples, and I like to keep it at 100. And then we'll go purple. Let me change the tracks. We'll go purple right there for my ad libs. We'll go that color for my stacks. We'll go that color for my BGs. We'll go that color. All right, I'm kind of strange, so I want this to be that way. All right, so there we got that. Now let's actually make a record track. For me, I use the Slate Digital ML1 mic, so I'm actually going to make a mono aux first, and I'm going to name that ML1 -1, and then we're going to make a mono audio track for the record track. We're just going to do REC for that. And I'm going to color this none, and I'm going to color this pink, like that. Okay, and then for my leads, I'm going to mute my comp track, and this is actually going to be a ad lib comp track. So we're going to say a comp right there, and we'll mute that. So I like making these comp tracks because this is where I save extra takes things that I like, and maybe the artist will do like hella ad lib tracks, but he or she doesn't want to hear them, so I'll just save them in this comp playlist down here. And we're going to get into playlisting and all those kind of things, but I just like to have it ready and available. So now we're going to make some auxes. So you can just highlight all of these. If you hold Shift Option, right click here, you can, oh Lord, right click, or just right click, come on, or just click, my bad, new track. We're going to do lead and caret, because that's how I like to do that. And then we're going to come down here, new track, these are going to be ads with a caret, and we're going to come down here, new track, stacks, caret. We're going to come down here, and we're going to do new track, BGs, caret, and then we're going to color these a color that I like for them to be. And I think that color is, we'll go with that color. And then I like for these to be at the bottom, so we're going to just make sure these are all at the bottom. Perfect. And then we're going to send all of these to a vocal aux. So we're going to make we're just going to do all vocals. And then we're going to do something like that, because that's where it's all going. Then we're going to bring that up here. And also, I forgot to make the beat track. So we're going to have an audio track, and that's going to be beat. On the beat track, first I like it to be red. I want to put auto key on here so I can find the key and send the key to auto-tune if I'm using auto-tune. And then I want to put a trim plugin on here, and I like to just turn it down -12 dB, so that when I import the beat in, it's right here, and the beat is already turned down. And then we're gonna send this to a two track aux. So now we got our 2-track aux, which I'm going to make blue, and we got our all vocals aux, which I'm going to make that purple, and then this is going to go to a pre-master, and bring that up here, and I will also make that pink, and that's going to the master. All right. And now, what do we got to do? We're going to do a little more routing real quick. So my input, for me, my input, where my mic is going in on my interface, is going into input 3. So these are named some other stuff because I was doing this live show. So let me just change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this ML1 because that's what this is. And then I'm going to make this a bus. Damn, I thought I had one, but it doesn't matter. So it'll be whatever, and it'll be right there. So then I'll come here, and I'll send that right here. And then if you hit Shift I and R, that's how you bring these record modes up. So now you see audio and signals coming through here. Something I also like to do when I record is hold Shift and click this little this knob meter thing right here. So this comes up. So this is where I can monitor my levels. And I just put this over here in the corner so that I can make sure I'm not doubling. Okay, cool. We sounding good. Just checking so that I can always monitor my my input levels on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So I always have this up. If you click this, then it'll if you have this grayed out, it'll stay up. You know what I'm saying? Like when you bring up a new plugin and stuff. All right, so I'm gonna put the virtual mix rack on so I can bring up the ML1 mic emulation stuff. Which one do I have? Is it this one? It is not that one. Is it this one? It is this one. So how I like to do this, I honestly usually use the 251 and the FG12 the most. But how I like to do it with the ML1 is I'll have it up here. I like to record and just print through it. So I just have that instead of putting it on all these tracks. But I'll have this one bypassed and this one active right here. And I'll record dry, not going through it yet. So that when I record like a first rough pass of a take, then I can go through really quickly and just listen to the different ones right there. And I could be like, okay, yeah, I like this one. This is the one we're going to use. Like that. Instead of doing it while they're recording, because I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. To me, I found out that it works easier for me that way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the auto-tune on. We're going to use auto-tune EFX because that's just what I feel like using today. So we're going to put all auto-tune EFX on here. And again, in order to do that, I just held Shift Option and clicked on that space. Wait, do I hear myself? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Oh, shit. Can y'all hear the Pro Tools audio? If I turn this off, what does it sound like? Check, check, check. Oh, okay. Y'all can hear me. Lit. Well, we're going to keep this mic on for now, but when I start recording, we're going to go to that mic. All right. Just making sure y'all can hear. We're going to actually just mute that for now. I do need to make some effects, but we're not quite there yet. That's the easy part. Yeah. So now I'm going to select all of these because I like for all of these to be a certain height. And in order to control the height or whatever of these, just only you hold Shift Option and drag. So I like it to look like this. You know what I'm saying? And then I actually want to add one more send. If you just go and like right click up here, you can add more, uncheck or check more of these things. Also, let's go to our settings real quick. Playback engine. You want to make sure, obviously, you want to make sure that your interface is right here. For my system, 128 and 64 samples works the best. I'm usually on 128. I like to have these things checked when I'm recording. When I'm mixing, I usually uncheck both of these, but I'm not a super pro at what's going on here. I should probably read the manual or maybe click this button right here to learn more about it. But I just experimented, and for me, when I record, I like all of these checked. So that's what my playback engine settings look like. And then we hit OK. And so we got our auto tunes there. We're going to add auto tune here. Auto tune. Auto. We're going to add effects here. And then we're going to add, now don't judge me, I'll be using auto tune access. And we're going to add access. Auto-tune access here on the stacks and the background vocals, because sometimes you have hella background vocals and auto-tune access is just hella light on the CPU. So I just use it on my stacks and my background vocals, and it works for me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so then I'm going to group these. So I'm actually gonna group all of these right here, and I'm gonna hit Command G, and this is gonna be tune A. And we're going to go to globals, and we're going to check B, uncheck all of this stuff, and okay. So now when I pull up these, they move the same. So let's just start with like 20 and then 15, and then close that, and we're going to do the same thing for the ad-libs. B, we're gonna go tune B. Everything is already checked, good to go. And then we're gonna match the stacks and the backgrounds. They can have the same. And then we're gonna go tune C. And so now these are all matched. Blow. Oh, blow. There we go. Nice and easy. All right, now what I need to do, I need to make some of them effects real quick. So we just gonna come down here, we're gonna shift command in, and we're gonna make a doubler, we're gonna make a quarter note delay, we're gonna make 3 reverbs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's good enough for now. I usually do a ping pong delay. Fuck it, we'll do a ping pong delay since that's what I usually do. So we'll go 6, stereo, aux, tracks. We'll just do that for now. So we're gonna double click right here, right click. We're gonna go doubler. We're gonna go quarter note. We're gonna go room. Good lord. Plate. Hall. Room, plate, hall, quarter, and then we're gonna go ping pong. I don't know what I did there. And then we're going to, there's a way for me to like cascade these. I don't know if I'm about to do it right. Damn, I needed to have some more buses here. That's weird. Maybe it's shift alt. Oh no, maybe it's shift alt command. There we go, shift alt command. And then we're gonna doubler. And we're gonna quarter note. And we're gonna room. Plate. Darn. Plate. And we're gonna haul. All I'm doing is just typing that in and then hitting enter. And then we're good. And then I'm going to make all of these that color because that's the color that I like. Then we're going to keep it simple. We're going to put the waves doubler on here. Doubler 2. This is my little preset right here. Take that. Do what you want to do with it. Then I'm telling you, we're going to keep this extremely simple. Oh, also, let me send this to the all. So I select all of this and I hold shift option. Click right here. And I'm just going to search. And I'm going to send that to the all vocals. Just type it in and we in there. I'm going to put the mod delay on here. And we're going to go, feedback. First, let me link that. Let's go feedback 43. Sure, fuck it. Let's do a little bit of that. And then let's unlink real quick. Let's make that 9 so it becomes stereo. Let's link it back up. And let's just start right there and see what happens, how that feels. And then we're gonna deverb it. And we're gonna go to this first room and we're gonna decrease that to a second. That's cool. Then we're gonna go to deverb again. And the reason I'm using these plugins specifically is because I want to keep my session. What am I? I'm deverb. I'm tripping. I want to keep my session light. You feel me? I don't want to have a whole lot of fancy plugins and things going on. Like, I want to keep it super light. This one right here, I'm gonna do H delay, and I'm gonna just put it on the ping pong, and we're gonna go. We'll do that, and we'll relax that a little bit, something like that, and we'll turn that noise off, and we'll do something like that. And a little bit of this. Fuck it, hit the lo-fi button. Cool. And then so on this doubler, we'll do a little bit of this. Actually, we'll just keep it at 250. On this mod delay, we'll pull up the stock Pro Tools EQ, and we'll actually, a little preset. We'll go like 300, 3K for that delay. And then for this room, we'll drag this down and we'll stay at 300, but we'll go to like 10K and we'll just bring that down, and we'll go to like 12K and we'll actually bring that one down for the hall. And cool. That's our effects right there. And then for the lead, we're going to start building out a little vocal chain real quick, right? So what I like to do, I like to use the FabFilter Pro Q3. I like to use it for high pass filter, really, and that's pretty much it. And then I'll use another one right here, and this one, and I'll keep it on 0 latency because, again, we're trying to keep our CPU down to a minimum. And then I'll use a de-esser. I actually use the stock Pro Tools de-esser, Dyne 3 de-esser. And I have my DS start that it already comes up to, and I just pull this range down just a little bit and adjust the frequency. And then I'm bringing up the R comp, the R compressor. I have my starting point here, R comp start. This is where I start. And then we got the Pro Q3, and then I got lo-fi is what I use next. It's usually just 0.1.1 or something, 0.11 of these or something, you know what I'm saying? And then I got the RVox at the end. And you know what we use the RVox for? So that's my vocal chain for recording. For all of these, it's the same. So I'm gonna actually do this a quicker way. We're gonna just select all of these, and I'm gonna hold Shift Option. And on this one, I usually do the Renaissance EQ2, and I just use the high pass filter here. And so I have it like that. And then I'll use the Dyne 3 de-esser again, and I'll use the R comp again. Same settings. I'll use the Pro Q again. I'll use, the only reason I use the Renaissance EQ on here and not the Pro Q, because it's a little less CPU. Again, I'm trying to keep my stuff super duper light, you know what I'm saying? But I'm able to pretty much work with any vocal with these tools and get it sounding pretty good. And then lo-fi. And then the only thing that's different here is I actually use the L1 at the end here. And that's pretty much it. So let's just bring all of that stuff up like that. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, let me bring that up. Just so that high pass filter is already there. Beautiful, gorgeous. That's how I start, right? That's it. And then now we're gonna put some effects on everything. So I'm gonna select all of these, and then we're gonna come with the doubler, and we're gonna bring the quarter note. We're gonna have the room, plate, hall, ping pong. Dang! PNG. There we go. All of those are here on my record track. Usually I'm somewhere in there, quarter note, somewhere like that. And then I'll put a little bit of the room on, and then I'll usually just put a little bit of the hall on. And that's all I have for that. This will be similar, so I'll just copy those down like so. We'll start there for pretty much everybody. And then I'll adjust accordingly. So there's already like a little bit of a vibe going when they first speak into the mic. So they'll be able to hear the effects when they first, just speak into the mic. They be like, ooh, got a little delay, a little reverb going. Nice. That sound nice. You feel me? All right. So we got all of that. We moving, right? We moving. So let's do a little mic check. I'm gonna turn the speakers off. Woo. Yo. Woo. Hey. Yeah. Check. Hey. All right, so make sure you click low latency on your auto tune. Yo. Woo. Way better. Let's see. Okay, cool. I just want to double check and make sure that all of these, cause sometimes, oh my bad, cause sometimes that shit be fucking up. All right. All right, let's do these. Latency. This auto tune is way woo too crazy. All right. So on my 2 track, what I like to put on it is the virtual mix rack. I'll use this Air EQ and this CS Lift. I'm usually only using the lift, but sometimes I use the Air EQ so I have it. Sometimes the beats, let me just make sure I can hear myself. All right, cool. I just be having to make sure, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes the beats are a little dark, so you know what? Just move this. Bring it in that man. All right, we ain't even got no pop filter. Fuck it. Oops. Sometimes the beats are a little dark, so I will boost a little top end with this, or it's a little not enough low end, so I'll just boost quickly and I'll pick which one I like the most, and that's literally it. And then we'll have the SSL comp from Waves on the cross-eyed setting. Shout out Dr. Dre. And then I'll bring this up, but everything on my mix bus will be inactive. Hey yo. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Um. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why it's only coming out the? Why it's showing it's coming out the left only? That's strange. That's weird. Um. That's weird. But then I put an L2, still using the L2, yes. But it's going to be inactive. Both of these are going to be inactive, and I'll bring that up. And then I use the Ozone 10, and I have my quick start. It's the vintage limiter on the analog, and the maximizer on my settings, kind of just ready to start type situation. But that'll be inactive as well. And to make something inactive, you just hit Control Command. It's weird listening to myself talk like that. We're just gonna do this for now because that's just getting creepy, getting trippy. But you hit Control Command and hit, click on it. It makes it active or inactive. So all of that will be inactive on my mix bus. But this is how everything else is. All right, let me make sure we are Gucci. Let me go right here. I wonder if it's because of that. Wait, why is this doubler? That's what happened. Yo, yo, yo. That's what's going on. So let's just do this and make this doubler. Oh, Lord. Cancel. Wait. This is supposed to be ML1. This is supposed to be going to record. Fuck. Rec. And then let's make this. Okay, yeah, that's that. We're just gonna do doubler 2. Fuck it. And then we'll select all of these. And doubler 2. All right. Check, check, check. Da 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 da. All right. Yo, 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 yo. That was kind of a cool effect, though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was kind of cool. I might need to fuck with that. That was interesting. I was wondering what was going on there. See me fucking up real time is crazy. Also, let me bring this other send here. All right. I think we're pretty much kind of straight, I think. You know, now we just got to bring the beat in. So in order to bring the beat in, you just hit Shift Command I. And then you'll go to your downloads. I like to go up here to date modified. So the newest thing will come up, hit convert. And I just hit enter again, and then you can select new track or clip list. In this case, I'm gonna select clip list. If you select new track, it'll just load up as a new audio track right here or wherever you have selected. So in this case, underneath this recording track is where the new track will load up. But I'm gonna hit clip list, hit enter, and it's loading up right here. And I'm gonna drag that on in there. And then let's listen. I'm also go to my setup and my preferences because I like for the track color to match the clip color. So how do I record vocals over this? This is gonna be a challenge. How do I record vocals over this? All right. So we in here. We didn't took some steps. So let me see. Recording settings, low latency, limiters on the master. You want to have your limiter on the master inactive because if this was active, it will cause a latency. It may cause a latency issue to where the vocalist is hearing their self delayed. So I keep these inactive. I make sure that I have my auto tunes in low latency mode, as you saw. I make sure to use plugins like Pro Q3, and I leave it in zero latency mode, and like stock plugins, simple waves plugins to keep my CPU low. I'm using mostly stock plugins for my effects. It's totally fine. You can get great sounds. If you want, sometimes I put a little lo-fi. It's a little slight trick. Sometimes they want the reverb a little extra gritty, so I'll do that. and have that on my haul so we can get a little extra texture, a little extra vibe about the reverb. Then the Ace Delay, that's the only plugin that's not Pro Tools stock. But I keep my plugins light. The only reason, okay, so I have auto key on the beat. I actually don't use auto key. I use this. I use Key Finder. Got a lot of apps up. And then I will drag that in and I'll hit find keys. So B minor, but it looks like this was, oh, see, it says B major. I'll also bring the comments up and I'll type in B minor right here. And the tempo, let's get the tempo real quick. So for the tempo, how I like to do it, I do it two ways. But the main way I do it, which is what I'm about to do right now, is I'll play the beat and then I'll select right here and I'll hit T to tap to tempo. You see the number changing? That's how I usually do it. Oh, I forgot to put a click track. So bow, audio track. I'll name this click. I like to keep that blue, bring it down to there, and we'll go click. There we go, click 2. And if this right here is not blue, it will not play. Right? So that's why I like to have that up there for, but let's tap the tempo real quick. This vibe goes from my heart right to my fingertips. My fingertips. Oh, I need you. You told me now that you're into me. Alright. Oh, what's good? Oh, I'm back. How far are we? I had some dog trouble, so I'm up now. I have trouble sleeping. Dang, you have trouble sleeping? That's terrible, bro. Maybe take some melatonin. B minor, the thing I sent you was 165 D minor. Whoa! Oh, this is not the track I wanted to send as a recording thing. I named them in Discord. That is something I did in the studio. Oh, okay, for sure. Well, let me go back to Discord then. Oh, it's beat for you. Wow. You know, I should just read, you know. I should just read. Well, this is what I use to download things. Remind me later. So, you know, we could just copy that. So we can come here and we can paste the link and then we can download. While that's downloading, let's go back to Pro Tools. Let's just delete that. Let's zoom back in a little bit and Shift Command I. And where might you be, good sir? Ah, you are in the music, so you're here. Here we go. And convert. I always hit convert all, but you can hit convert too. It's just if you have other clips here, I don't know. I just hit all of them. But if you have other clips in the current clips like file area, it'll select all of them and bring them over to clips to import. So that's just why I always have gotten in the habit of hitting convert all. Open, enter, clip list. Let's drag that in. All right. Thank you for coming back, Mini Sir, because you definitely helped me out and get that right. You can have the wave off of SoundCloud. All right. Sounds lit. So 165 D minor. Shout out to the producer for getting me that information, and I don't have to figure it out. D minor. And so now what we're going to do is going to go to the auto key, click manual, and we're going to go to D minor. And you see all of these auto tunes are on C chromatic, but oops. If we send to auto tune, makes all of them D minor. Nice and easy, so I don't have to do no crazy copying and BS. All right. So, wow, look at the emoji there. That's cool. So let's listen. Turn the metronome on. Oh no, the scrolling. Options, edit window scrolling, no scrolling. So we're gonna take away this space in the front. So I like to go to shuffle mode to do that, and go here, and it, you know, shuffles it to the beginning. We might need to take a little more, And just put a little fade. Sounds nice. Thanks, Mini Sir. All right, we in here. We can close that guy now, and we can zoom that out a little bit. All right, I think we might be good to go. I'm gonna make this inactive. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell y'all. Let me go back to the list. You know what I'm saying? That's what we make lesson plans for. Oh yeah, let's get to the mic stuff. This is the important stuff right here. So the first thing, my mic specifically, like I said, I'm using the ML1. So I use, their emulation and everything. But how I record first is I record dry. So I'm basically printing through this aux. So I'm going through this aux, and what's being recorded is that printed signal through this plugin. So I don't have to put this on every track. But I'm going to have it bypassed initially so I can test and see what sounds the best easier. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Let me just go ahead and go to the top one. We'll just start right there. Close that. What else? All right, mic placement. So I recommend you guys read your manuals because every microphone has a manual and it tells you the distance, the type, the way you want to mic the instrument, different ways to potentially position the mic. Like there's so much information in your manual about doing that. But for my case, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. In most generic cases, you want to be 5 to 6 inches from the mic. In the way that I do that, maybe like 4 to 6 inches from the mic. Let me move this, get myself back right. So I use the pop filter to help me. Why is my shit all like fucked up? Cables all crazy. All right, so I use the pop filter to help me. I want to make sure, the capsule is in line with my mouth. There we go. I might could bring this up just a little bit, actually. All right there. And so I'll bring the pop filter, and I have this on, like a tripod boom type situation. And then I have this, I don't know, like the basic comedy show mic stand. I have the pop filter on that so I can move it around and adjust it a lot easier. So, wait. Minister said, I took some sleep meds, but I try to avoid it because my tomorrow will be fucked up because of the med. Dang, that's tragic, bro. Maybe try like meditating or listening to rain or those like binaural beats or something like that. I don't know if you tried that. I don't know if that would be helpful or not. But all right. So now what I do is I use my hand. So I'll make a fist like this, and this will be maybe about like 4 inches or so. And then I'll stick my thumb out, and that might be around like 6-ish inches, 5-ish, So no homo, no diddy, pause. I'll go like this, and that's like my starting point for where I want my distance from the mic to be. Let me check and make sure y'all can see that. Fire, y'all can see that. Okay, lit. So that's where we at right there on distance. Mic placement. You don't want to really place your mic in places next to noisy stuff like refrigerators, air conditioners. If your computer is making hella noise, try not to put it next to that. Try to put it in maybe like I mean, maybe you could do the center of the room. You kind of have to experiment with your space, but you might could do the center of your room. So a lot of the reflections take longer to get to the mic. You might could go up against, like have your back against the wall a little bit and like maybe come like have your back facing the wall and come maybe, I don't know, like 3 to 5 feet off the wall, depending on your room. But you want to experiment with mic placement in your room and try to place it in the best place. Like that's super important. And then into acoustic treatment, like you want to be in. I know everybody's recording in crazy places, so you might not have the best acoustic treatment situation, but you can use mattresses, clothes. You can use a lot of things that just have absorptive material, blankets or whatever, and try to absorb some of the reflections and stuff that's going on around, so your recording isn't sounding super crazy. So like I'm gonna be lenient on the acoustic side of things, but try to do what you can in that area. Um, a couple techniques real quick. If you're recording a lead vocal, you want to have that 4 to 6 inches off the mic type situation, but check your manual out and see what they suggest. But if you're doing background vocals or even ad libs, sometimes you can bag up from the mic and get a different kind of texture and sound from your voice. You see how that sounds different? Like you could bag up from the mic and do your background vocals like this, and it'll just help with like blending that in and working with those background vocals with your lead. If you want a real intimate type setting, you can get closer to the mic. You know what I'm saying? You can get super close up on that thing if you want to sing soft and like have those soft details come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's different ways to use the mic and adjust that distance from the mic to your advantage to help with your destination that you're trying to go with your sonics and stuff. Background noise, I kind of talked about that already. If you got a noisy street or whatever, you kind of can't do too much about that, but maybe keep your window closed. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. All right, so we're going to talk about input levels. You don't want to clip your interface unless you're going for a clipped interface sound. Most people aren't. So let me see if I can use my iPhone camera to help y'all out with this so I can show y'all this real quick. Let me go to OBS. Let me bring that thing. Let me go here. Let's resume. Will this work? It's not working. Okay, let's go here. Oh no! Oh Lord. Look at my water. Crap. Okay, the swollen camera. Why isn't it coming up now? Tragic. Are you sure you wish to reset the current properties to defaults? Dang, it's not coming up. It's right here though. Freaking A. Well, we're gonna use this as an example right here. Y'all can see this. So on my interface, there's a meter, and it goes up similarly to this. If I turn up the knob number 3, because that's the input for me, you'll hear my voice get louder, louder and louder. Right now, I'm clipping my interface. So let me turn that down, right? You want to get you a nice, healthy level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I like to do is I like to use these meters, and so that was my interface meter. I look at my interface meter, but I also use this meter. On this meter, I like to be somewhere in between. I'm a little hot sometimes with it. Somewhere in between 5 and 15. Like somewhere in here. Like I like to max out in this range right here. This is the max that I like to hit. Sometimes things get a little crazy and we get up there. We might even clip a little bit, but we want to try to stay away from that. But I like to max out normally around here, and I like to keep my levels like healthy in this range, like kind of how it is right now. So if I do get loud at one point, like, yep, you feel me? We maxing out right there. And I got good, healthy levels. Everything is still green on my interface, and we're good to go. I also have a preamp, which is what I wanted to show y'all with my iPhone camera, but I do the same thing. It has 2 green lights, 1 yellow light, and 1 red light. And the red light literally says clip on it. I try to stay in the green, and at the loudest sections, we get a little bit of yellow. That's how I like to use that for my preamp. And in here, I'm still keeping my levels right here. So I kind of have 2 levels of control for my level going into Okay. My level going into Pro Tools, into my DAW. So I have my interface and then I have my preamp is what I'm going into, right? So that's where you kind of, at least that's where I like my levels to be. And let's go, what else we got? Interface, preamp, DAW, input and production. We already went over inputting the beat, the tempo, the key, etc. Turning it down, putting the trim plug-in on there. We already went over that. I just put pillows around the mic. Oh, I mean, hey, that could work. You feel me? You put pillows around the mic, get you some big rubber bands, and make that thing shake. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that could work too, bro. So it's absorption. That could definitely you got to make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely rocking with that. I used to use mattresses. I used to have this big mattress that I would put in the back, and then I built these kind of like acoustic foam baffles, and I would make a little booth like that, and then I would turn the AC off. It would get hot AF in there, but it sounded pretty good. Um, my play with silver record. I think we pretty much good to go, y'all, to start recording. I was about to say mixing. All right, so let's just make that fully, and then we'll bring this guy right there. All right. So again, I got my distance ready. We good. We vibing. Let's start this from the top. Okay, so let me go over a couple things too as far as how to record. So you see these different playback modes. We got loop, dynamic, half, blah, 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 blah. I like to keep it on loop. So if I want to loop a section, it'll loop. I like to keep this on punch mode most of the time because usually I'm playing the music and I want to be able to start recording at any time. So I'm basically always recording if I have it on punch mode. Just to double back on the loop thing, I need to have this in normal record mode or loop record mode if I want this to loop, but you can easily switch between those with number 5 on the numpad. That switches between normal record mode and loop record mode. Number 6 on the numpad switches between normal record mode and punch record mode or quick punch record mode. And if you right click on them, you can see the different types. I don't use destructive. I can't even tell you exactly what it is, but it's destructive. So, I mean, it's probably kind of self-explanatory, but I never use it. I only use half speed for fun, honestly. We got loop, we got regular. Oh no! Yeah. It's always on loop for me. All right, so we finna do a little vocal test real quick, and I'm gonna get my and also this is dry. I don't put anything on my record track. I know some people do. I don't because I want to hear what my raw signal sounds like. That tells me if I'm doing the right thing or not already. If I have a good raw signal, this is what the raw signal sounds like with me talking to y'all. There's nothing on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Except autotune. And let me just take autotune off. Let me bypass all of the effects. This is what we sound like. Mic check, mic check, mic check. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular, but it's a nice raw sound. And this is not my booth, this is the control room, but it's kind of treated in here. So it's okay. You feel me? This is where we at with it. So let's turn the effects back on. Also to turn the effects, all these on, you hit control and click and it turns them on and all off. And command and clicking on them turns that specific one on or off or unbypasses / bypasses them, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's get some levels real quick. So this is what I would do. I would start recording an artist and I'd be like, let's get levels real quick. And I'll check and see how loud they go and try to figure out what their dynamic range is. I don't use a compressor when I record most of the time, but I just don't. I just don't like using it for real. I used to use it, but I don't really use it that much anymore. Unless I go to like a Pro Studio, or it depends on the artist if they want to use like 1073 and the CL1B or whatever they want to use. If they want to use it, then I'll use it, of course. But when I record at my studio, I don't use, even though I do have a compressor here, I don't use it because I like to record without it. Let's get some levels. turn the click track off. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, we a little hot, a little hot. Turn the beat down a little bit. Yeah, all talk, don't stop with it. Tryna go to the top with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I'm supposed to rap on this. Woo! Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Let's turn the click track off. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, we a little hot, a little hot. Turn the beat down a little bit. Yeah, all talk, don't stop with it. Tryna go to the top with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I usually like to turn it down like this, but I was trying to be more like fast for y'all. But this is how I usually turn it down. All talk, don't stop with it. Tryna go to the top with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just use the clip gain, and also if you hold shift control and use the scroll wheel, you can turn this up and down. So that's how I usually actually turn the beat down. I usually don't use this trim thing, but I just did that for y'all so it'll be faster. Let's turn the click track off. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. So on this first take, I'll go through and I'll be listening and I'll audition like you just saw me do. I'll audition different mics and see which one I like. I like this one, so I'll drag that up here. I'll make that inactive and I'll listen and I'll try to do some quick rough mixing as we listen to this rough take, because maybe they did some cool melodies or something that we like and we either want to bring it down here and comp it, or we want to bring up our color palette and say maybe this melody was cool, so we'll hit B and say green, that's good, you know what I mean? Right, so that's what we'll do. And I maybe like some of that, but this is where my playlisting comes in. This is what I use it for. So I'm, control backslash. You see this down here, and that playlists it. And if you hit control command left arrow, you can see your playlist down here, and you can see what we saved, and then control command and the right arrow to go back to where you were. Just hit that twice. All right, so let's figure it out. Let's see what we can do. I'm not an artist, but we gonna make art today. So something I also do is I'll use markers. So I'll hit enter twice on the numpad, and that brings up the first marker. So right now, to me, this feels like some kind of versy situation. So I'll do 1V. You know what I'm saying? I actually want that to be capital 1V. Let me go right here and see what we got. And also, I keep everything. So even though I just record that I was BSing, that don't mean nothing. I'll probably never listen to this again. But just in case, I'll hit Control / and playlist it and play it from here. Crazy right here, so we'll add another marker. I don't know what this is. Is this the hook? That bass line sounds real out of here. And that one part, I'm gonna have to really go crazy. I wasn't expecting to have to try this hard. So is this the verse? What am I? How? There's no room for me on this. How the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I'm about to reorganize and restructure your entire beat. Because I don't know where I'm supposed to fit in here. So see how I can navigate really quickly to any section? I can just hit period 1 period and I go to the top. Period 1 period 2 period, I go to the hook. Period 3 period. You know, period 4 period, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I just realized if you hit 4, you could change to normal play or the loop play. All right, we finna restructure this beat. We got, 40 minutes. We pretty much did everything we need to do. But now I need to teach you how to record. So how I do it, I use Command Space. I always hit Command Space. Even if the artist is sitting right here next to me and we just writing, it's a habit. And I always just hit Command Space. Like, even if they not in a booth, nothing's being recorded, I don't know why, I just hit Command Space. It'd be so many times they'd be like, you're recording, right? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. And then I'll just hit Command Space again and let it go. But it's still recording. I don't know. Always be recording, never stop. You never know. A nigga might get up and run to the booth and just holler in the mic and say some fire shit, and you don't got it. So always be recording. All right. So, Command Space, that's how I record quickly on some editing shit. So I'm gonna just freestyle some shit and act like I'm punching in and kind of show y'all how the flow of this might go. I've been doing what it's gonna do. There you go. Now we gonna hear that back. I've been doing what it's gonna do. Damn. Is this not the right key? Or am I just so bad at singing? Let's just make sure I'm not the worst singer in the world real quick. Okay, this is saying G major or G major. So let's try G major. And I've been doing what it's gonna do. I mean, that do kind of sound a little better. All right, so say they like that. I'll come right back off here. I'll come right back off here and record. I sound so bad. I sound so bad. Oh my goodness, why do I sound my goodness, why do I sound like I shouldn't sing? Oh my, wow, wow, ah. Okay, so that's basically how I would do that, right? Now, obviously, we need to do better with this auto-tune, and maybe I just need to sing better, but I'm not a singer. I told y'all that. So this is what we got. And let's say, oh, they didn't like that. So I'll start recording. I always record first before I do anything. Like, I like for there to be as little dead space as possible. Oh, try G major. It's an alternate key. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I think G major is sounding better for me right now. But I also can't sing for real. So like, it could just be me. Like, that's a high possibility. Like, that might really be it. I'm not a singer. Anyway, so say they didn't like that. Say I'm gonna do it in real time so y'all see. Like, we're playing it back. They didn't like that. They say, oh, let me do it one more time. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Why do I sound like I go back right here. I bring that down there. I sound so bad. I've been here for a long time and I think I go through my mind. It's a hard, let me hear that back. I sound so bad. I've been here for a long time and I think I go through my mind. It's a hard, all right, it's just that simple. So a lot of the things that I'm doing is let me just drag this back out. So I'll command space and play. I'll hold down command because I'm in relative grid mode. I'll hold down command so I can be in like faux slip mode. I'll click right here, hit A. While it's playing, I'll drag that down. And then I'll hit F to fade the edges. And then if I need to zoom in and like fade even more, I can do that. I can tab over here and fade too. And this is why I like to have this up, because I might forget to say certain keyboard shortcuts that I'm doing, but y'all can always rewind back and see what keys I pressed. And I'll use Alt in the scroll wheel to scroll out instead of using R and T. For me, Alt in this Option, excuse me, I used to be on PC. Option in the scroll wheel is just faster for me. And then I can go to Shift to scroll left and right. Hold down Shift in the scroll wheel and you scroll left and right. That's literally how I do it. So we're gonna make a faux hook right quick, do some ad-libs and some backgrounds so I can show y'all how we just fly through all of that stuff. I'm not gonna delete it. So we got this idea. We're just gonna drag these down to the comp track and we're gonna start like right here. And we're gonna figure out a quick melody for whatever this is and we're gonna make some shake. I got something. Yeah, met this girl and I can't get out. I'm on, fuck. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna take your earphone off too. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. So we're gonna keep that. We're gonna drag this down. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I don't know what I said, but I said something. Press that. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. 19 of my dreams, she my Valentine. We're gonna do that one more time. Since that was a take that we actually did and it's something there, we're gonna bring that down to the comp. We're gonna met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. Can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my dreams got me feeling like I can I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my dreams got me feeling like I can all these bands in my dreams got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like I can buy a bitch from Monster. I usually do that too. Like I can buy a bitch from Monster. All these bands in my dreams got me feeling like actually, let's actually listen to that. Right? All these bands in my dreams got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like I can buy a bitch from Monster. I can buy her. I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like, let's listen to all of it. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my dreams got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. I can buy a bitch from Monster. I can buy a bitch from Mitzvah. We're gonna say something that oh dog, I can't say that. We gonna buy a Monster. Damn, I don't know what I wanna say. Fuck it, I don't know what I'm saying, but we're just gonna say that. We're not in the right key. We gotta be. I refuse to believe I'm that terrible, but maybe I am.
It's the first day of summer and I'm in a good with my friends. She gon' catch me if I fall for it. She gon' catch me if I fall for it. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. It's my friends.
I might should actually put that in the comp real quick.
She gon' catch me if I fall for it. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my twins.
Wait.
She gon' catch me if I fall for it. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. She gon' catch me if I fall for it. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk and a deep for a twin.
Hold on.
It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins. With my friends, got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins.
All right, fuck it. We finna go back and we finna do some ad libs. So for the ad libs, what I'll do is I'll drag this track down here, and I already got my markers and everything. So if I'm down here, I'm not lost. I know exactly where I'm at.
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. She my Valentine. Oh, super good to my team. She my kryptonite. Yeah, all these bands on my jeans got me feeling like I get like she won't answer if I call. She gon' catch me if I fall for it. It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo deep with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins. Okay.
All right, whatever. We got some ad libs.
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't okay.
All right, now we're gonna do some backgrounds. We're not even gonna do some stacks. We're just gonna straight background it up.
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. She my Valentine.
So we're just gonna start right there.
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No.
Oh, I usually always have these panned out left and right too. Like they're just automatically already out there before I even begin. And sometimes I'll have this down a little bit too.
Get out my mind. No.
Damn,
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. She my Valentine.
we'll do that again.
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. She my Valentine. Oh, super good to my team. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. She my Valentine. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my
Sounds
dreams.
crazy.
She my Valentine. Oh, super good to my team. She my kryptonite. Yeah, all these bands in my jeans got me feeling like.
That's how I would do that. So we got some backgrounds and whatnot. Oops. We'll bring that a little closer. So now we're gonna do a little like light mixing. So
Met this girl and
let's start with some compression.
met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my dreams. She my Valentine. Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. No, I ain't seen in my
hella low. I'm singing mad low. Let me do this. Let me mute the mic. Because I'm also one of those people where I like everything to be low in the headphones because I like to be able to hear myself. So this ain't the best reflection because I know people like themselves louder, but I actually like myself lower. Anyway, I'm going to mute this mic and I'm going to turn this mic back on. So hopefully we back now. And I'm going to turn this mic back on. All right, bet. I sound crazy. Let's just mute all of these right now, and let's just hear what we sounding like.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo Jeep with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins. Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me.
So usually when I'm recording, I'm just trying to get a tone for real.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams.
So we just pulling down a little of that woofiness right there.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind.
A little shelf. Now we're going to just brighten it a little bit.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind.
A little presence, a little clarity.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she.
Let's warm it back up a little bit.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine.
Let's high pass a little bit more.
She my kryptonite.
Or maybe not.
All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like,
let's do some de-essing.
She won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo Jeep with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins. Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite.
That's literally how I do it right there.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind.
We can bring these effects in.
Seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo Jeep with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins. Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo Jeep with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins.
Sometimes I do too if the beat is competing with the vocals and I'm kind of got it balanced in the level that I want it to. That's why I have this compressor on here. I'll just compress the beat a little bit so that vocal can really sit on top. Also, something I usually do have on here is my secret CLA vocals. Secret weapon. I'll go on my CLA start and I'll bring this down and I'll have this kind of ready.
She my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo Jeep with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins. Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her.
Making sure everything's faded.
It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in it. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. Yeah, all these bands in my jeans. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
When I'm recording, I use the analyzer just to be faster.
Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh. Kryptonite, yeah. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy this from Monster. Like,
Let's just put something on here. Let's just do something like this. Let's do something like that. Something like that. Let's just do this. Let's keep it there. Let's do that.
Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy this from Monster. Like, she won't answer if I call her. Like, she gon' catch me if I fall for. Like, it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins.
You know, just little vibes.
I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to
Let's do some of these backgrounds.
can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine.
These to me sound very
All these bands in my jeans
dark.
feeling like
Where's the tilt?
I can buy this. Can't get out my mind. Can't get out my mind. I done seen it. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my
So we're just gonna get crazy.
Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my. Can't get out my mind. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she can't get out my mind. I done seen, can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to can't get out my mind. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, can't get out my mind. I done seen, can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. Can't get out my mind. Can't get out my mind. I done seen, can't get out my mind. I done seen it.
I literally do crazy stuff like this when I'm recording.
Get out my mind.
I really be thinking like a producer for real, which is kind of bad.
Can't get out my mind. I done seen in my
It'd be producer and engineer go back and forth.
get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can
This being off is kind of bothering me, so we're just gonna slide that back a little bit.
she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy this from Monster. Like, she won't answer if I call her. Like, she gon' catch me.
Yo, King, what's good? How long you been here? I missed that. I'm teaching people how to record vocals. So this is what I just freestyled and recorded. And yeah, I taught people how to record, you know what I'm saying? How you doing, bro? What's happening? I guess I could put this back up here so I can see the chat. But now I'm just in the stages where I do a little quick rough mix, try to make some vibes, you know, some rough mixing as I go. And you know, make the vibe. So this is what we freestyled.
Met this girl and I can't get out my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she
Bro, it sounds terrible, but I know. Hilarious. This is hilarious. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. So that's it. Just rough mixing. I'm not trying to make it sound fully mixed, but I want to make it sound like the concept, like the idea. If there are any like effects ideas or drops in the beat or whatever, we come even like how I was talking about earlier, how I wanted to rearrange the whole beat. Like we do that. We go through some interesting things in here though. Hey, it's something for sure. It's something. Hopefully the people find this entertaining, you know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, we just figuring it out. I still don't know if this is the right key right now. This is kind of crazy. But after I kind of got a decent little rough mix, like we doing this really fast, so you know this is just how it would be. But after I got a decent rough mix, I would come to the master bus. New Babel shots was happening, and then I would start I would start doing a little master bus processing. I am teaching people how to record in Pro Tools. That's what I'm doing. What you doing?
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine.
We can turn the beat up a little more. Also, sometimes I put a Pro Q on the beat as well. Like it might just be some frequencies clashing.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans.
I'm trying to practice for American Idol, bro. I'm trying to get right. Oh, you making a beat? You cooking up? I honestly wish somebody would have sent a different kind of beat, but actually I'm not, because this was out of my comfort zone. I'm on here singing. I don't sing. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking I was just finna freestyle and rap, which would have been much easier for me. But I'm on here trying to sing because that's the only thing that came to my brain. And I think maybe this will be better, Yeah.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind.
So on the compression, it's not really so much about the compression and how much I'm compressing. I'm just listening and I'm trying to get a decent tone and kind of consistency in a way, but not really, like,
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in
because if things are too low, I'll usually go line by line and turn them up still.
my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I think she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins. Catch me if I fall for her. Like it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins.
There we go. Let's just, max this auto-tune out because I am sounding insane.
Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like she won't answer if I call her. Like she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like
Oh, the build up?
it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in a trunk backseat and some twins.
Hey, should we keep going? Should we keep going? Hey, we might can finish the song. I ain't gonna cap. Nah, I gotta do some work though. So this is where we at.
All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like, she won't answer if I call her. Like, she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like, it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins.
Let me see.
Met this girl and I can't get out of my mind. I done seen in my dreams, she my Valentine. Superman to my team, she my kryptonite. All these bands in my jeans got me feeling like I can buy a bitch from Monster. Like, she won't answer if I call her. Like, she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like, it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins.
Yep, I think that's what it is. And then, okay, let me go to the mix bus. All right, so we got a little compression. Let's go like right here. Then we're gonna add a little bit of limiting. So with this limiter, I'm just trying to catch some peaks. I ain't really trying to do too much for real. I'm just trying to get it loud, and then this is the limiter. Well, I'm trying to prepare it to get loud. And then I come here to the maximizer, and you might want to turn your speakers down. I'm also bringing the Ulean loudest meter up because I use this to measure my loudness. Because it's going to get a little louder.
She won't answer if I call her. Like, she gon' catch me if I fall for her. Like, it's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins. Like, summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins. Summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins. Summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins. Summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some twins.
So I'm usually trying to get around like 9-ish, 9-8. I ain't trying to like max it out and go super crazy. You feel me? I want to leave some space for the other, whenever that time comes, they can go crazy. Like, we don't need to have this 5-6 lefts. That reverb on the ad-libs is fire low key. Thank you. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, we try to make something shake. We just doing the thing. You feel me? So that's literally all I do on the mix bus. Literally, that's it. Just a little bit of compression.
Summer and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg.
A little bit of limiting just to catch some
Summer
peaks.
and I'm in a photo G with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, backseat, and some.
And then I bring the maximizer down till it's about where I want it to be, to where it's not crapping out. And then I use the vintage limiter to kind of give me a little extra level. And we in there. I keep it on this mode all the time. I just adjust my character. Sometimes I need to do the transient emphasis a little bit just to give me a little bit of the transient back and some of this. What did I use? So I use these. So at first there is, let's go right here. So that is just the hall all the way up, like super high, and it's the deverb hall. It's deverb, just on the stock setting, and then I put a little bit of lo-fi on it just to make it a little grittier. Kind of makes it louder, but also kind of, I don't know, fills it up a little more, makes it a little thicker maybe in a way. There's a little bit of EQ before it, basic. And then after that, so I got that up. I also have, oh, I don't have the plate on there. There's a little bit of a room on there, stock deverb room. And then there's the EQ before that, same EQ or similar EQ, same EQ. And then this is where the stuff comes in. So CLA vocals, I brought that in. So there's a chamber in here. There's a little bit of a slap, and then there's the stereo widening. I'm using a little bit of this like compression or parallel compression. I'm not using the bite on the top. There's a little bit. I'm bringing out some of the low end. That's what it's like. And then. So yeah, it's adding some more reverb here and thinning it out. You hate the slap. Hey bro, slaps go crazy. But then the meta flanger is kind of making it sound cooler. So all of that meta, turn it off. Hey, bro, you was asking. This should sound fire. It's the slap that's making it sound fire, bro. That's funny. But I'm using the meta flanger. That's what's making it sound cool. It's kind of swarming around, and then this is feeding into the reverb. And yeah, the meta flanger is like what makes it sound cool. Because it's kind of like a flanger on the reverb of the chamber as well. And so that sounded interesting. And then that's going into another set of reverbs. And it's just, I don't know, it's a cool combination, I guess. With the flanger, without the flanger. I mean, it still sounds pretty straight without it, but this adds the sauce, the flavor, the pizzazz.
It's the first day of summer and I'm in a photo Jeep with my friends. Got a keg in the trunk, back seat, and some twins.
There you go, guys. That's how you record in Pro Tools. Hopefully this was extremely helpful, and this is as much as I could give y'all in 2 hours. But I wish I could talk. Wait, I wish I could talk all the slap. Oh, I wish I could take all the slap plugins and put them in a box, and then put that box in a room, and then set it on fire. That's crazy, bro. What's your beef with slap delays, bro? Slap delays go crazy. I love slap delays, man. That's so funny. I would go through the last thing I'll say. This is like something that I do. I put on the master fader, I'll put my information. So I'll put like Sean Swole, Lynch. I'll put engineered or recorded. I'll either put engineered or recorded by Sean, and then I'll put like my email, my Instagram, my phone number. I'll put that in the comments up here. And then I will also, if I'm sending it to somebody, and then I'll also go to where the session is. Let me go, kind, Pro Tools, Rex, blah, and I'll make a note. Like I'll put a contact me note there, and I'll put that same information. And then if I can just send the session, I'll straight up just, compress the folder and send them this folder. That's usually just what I do right there. That's it. And then I sometimes will take photos of the auto-tune settings, but usually, people have everything. I don't need to do that. Usually, it just pulls up and they're good to go. But yeah, I think that's all. Let me check the list real quick. Make sure I'm not shorting you guys. Rough master and mix as you go. Yes, I mix as I go. It's kind of different when you're recording yourself, because I'm going back and forth. So that time in between going back and forth, I could be like EQing and compressing. Why do you add comments? Oh, I add the comments so if I send this to if I'm sending the session to a mixer or whatever, then they can see that I recorded it in case the session gets compromised. Maybe, yeah. It's more so like, I didn't even think about it like that, but I guess that's a possibility too. It could get compromised. But I think about it as like, whoever gets this next, it's more so if anything is needed. It's two main parts. If they need me to resend anything, or if they need me to like take photos of my auto-tune settings because they got a different auto-tune, or whatever happens, if they need anything from me, it's already there. They can already either give me a call, send me an email, hit me up on IG, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They could just contact me easily, and it's like no stress. And I could just get that to them real fast. The other reason is so I can get credited. You know what I'm saying? So they know that I recorded the song, and they can like properly credit me. So that's why I put engineered by Sean Swole Lynch, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And if they need anything from me, like if they need to call me and contact me and be like, hey man, you're getting credited for this song, you're gonna get like, I don't know, whatever, and they need some information, they got it right there, you know. So that's why I do that. I'm really trying to give y'all everything I can. I can't think of anything else right now, and I really hope I just covered as much as possible in this 2 hours. I really hope I did, but I don't know if I did. But if I didn't, just ask me questions in the comments and I will make another video. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do it. And I'll tell y'all everything y'all need to know, or everything I could tell y'all that y'all could want to know, or everything that I know. There we go. I think that's it, guys. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Or if there's anything else that I, can talk about, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm finna slizzide. And we finna put the replay on YouTube. I feel like a better engineer already. Let's go! I love it. That is the goal. That is the goal. See, I got to do the Pro Tools course too. That's what I'm going to do. One of these days, I'm going to kind of go through Pro Tools and like do a light 2-hour Pro Tools course going over shortcuts, going over things in the settings, different stuff in the preferences. That's cool. Different little tips and tricks and I don't know, whatever, we're going to do all of that too. I kind of did some of that as I went today. So there's a little hint of that, but we can get more like detailed. Oh my gosh. I need to tell y'all about this because I see a lot of people recording this way and I don't get it. This is the last thing I'm going to say and we're going to be out of here. So up here, you have these different modes. So you have tab to transient, right? So right now, if I hit the tab button, it'll tab to the beginning and end of clips. But if I hit tab to transient, it will tab to, see the cursor blinking right here? It will tab to the transient of the waveform instead of the beginning and the end of clips. So if I tab again, it tabs to this transient, tabs to that transient. That can be useful for sure. But when I'm recording, I like to keep that off. This right here, link timeline and edit selection. So if that links this, wherever my cursor is, the timeline is linked to. So if I want to start recording right before here, I can just click right here and start recording. But if this was unchecked, if I click right here, it's the timeline selection is still right here. It's not the same. So I see oftentimes a lot of people that go up here to like start recording, but like that's too much movement for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already working and operating in this area. I'm not trying to bring my mouse all the way up here to record and then come back. I could just stay right here all the time. I could just go wherever, if I just have this clicked right here. If I have, link timeline and edit selection. So I could start and record anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of having to go up here each time to wherever I want to record. The other one is link track and edit selection. So if this is unchecked, right now you see how this record track is selected. If I click in the edit like window, none of these other tracks are selected. That may be desirable in certain situations. Hey, that's a gym. Let's go. That's what got you. So I'm trying to do. If I am clicking around in here, then these aren't selected. But maybe I want them to be selected because say I want to highlight, or I don't know. I don't know, man. I just like I don't even know why I do that now that I'm looking at the situation. But for me, that's helpful. And it also helps me know that I'm on the right track. Like, it just lets me know. It highlights it automatically. It lets me know that I'm where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like for those to be linked as well. This is one that if you hit N, this one comes on. So if I go, this one comes on sometimes by mistake. If you hit N because it's right next to B. And oftentimes I use B to like cut like clips or whatever, like to make slices in clips. So sometimes I hit that by mistake. But this makes it so where insertion follows playback. So if that's selected, which I'd never like to have it selected, then
Superman to my
wherever it stops, the insertion is there and it just keeps playing from there. So if like
team, she my kryptonite. All these bad
you see how it just
in my
stops
jeans got me
and starts, it starts back up where it left off. But if I have that unchecked, it's gonna keep starting back from the same spot.
she my kryptonite. She my kryptonite.
You know? So I like to keep that unchecked. There are some other ones up here as well, like automation follows edit, markers follow edit, mirror. Like these are cool. Oh, I like to keep this on, but it's not really like a big deal, honestly. This one I do like to keep on. This right here, layered editing. So if I have layered editing off and I put this ad lib, let me just move this right here, and I put this ad lib right here, and I'm like, oops, my bad, and I move it down, you see now this is sliced, and I didn't mean to do that. That's a mistake. That should be, damn. Oh, that should be fucking you up all the time? Yeah, bro, that should be, it definitely do, bro. You know what I'm saying? When it happened, I'm like, oh, I gotta hit end to turn that off. But you see how that just got sliced and taken away? If you have this on, you could put that up and move this, and it still keeps, like, you see the shadows on the end? It like allows you to layer the stuff. A lot of times I use this with background vocals to line them up very fast. So I'll do something like this, and I'll just quickly go into slip mode. Like, see, these are already off. I'm off like a motherfucker. So I'll do something like that and then scroll down. Damn, why my scroll acting like that? Even though this isn't like, you know, the biggest deal, I'll put this up here and, you know, whatever, right? So I'll use this to kind of like align my background vocals. We'll do something like that. Whatever.
get out my mind.
See, sounds better already. Oh, so that's why I like it. Cause if let me do this real quick. This is why I like that edit selection thing. I just realized it. This is why I like for this to be on, this link tracking edit selection. Because say I want to move all of these, it's not selected. Like I can't just move them all. But if I do that, then I could just quickly do this, come over here, and bring those wherever I want to bring them. You know what I'm saying? Like I can move shit around a lot quicker if that's selected. So I like to do that. Yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm Audi 5000. See y'all in the next video. If y'all liking the vibe, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. You know, the Patreon going crazy. Tap in, get all of these things. I'm going to go more in depth on the Patreon and more precise and detailed and all of those type of stuff. So if y'all like this type of content and y'all want more and y'all want more thought out and developed, come through, pull up. I got you. Leave comments. Let me know what y'all need. And yeah, learn so much, dog, in this little time. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man, for sure. It's yeah, this is what we here for. This is what we do. So yeah, man, I hope this is helpful. I really do. But please ask questions in the comments. Let me know how I can make this better. Let me know if there's anything that wasn't clear. Let me know if you want another type of video. Got y'all. I'll make it. And till next time, appreciate you, King, for pulling up. Appreciate you, Mini Seer, for the beat and for pulling up. Shout out to you, New Babble Shots. You cooking up, doing your thing. Appreciate you, Yumo, for coming through for a second, too. And I'm out of here. All right, y'all. Let me go to the... in this...